Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Parshat Chukat, creating one's own Shira. At the end of the Parsha, it talks about the Shira that Bnei Yisrael composed, in honor of the water, the well. Az Yashir Yisrael. It doesn't mention Moshe in the Shira, it doesn't mention God. Now, the question is why? 40 years earlier, by Az Yashir, it's Az Yashir Moshe. Moshe sang, and the Jews sang after him. What happened over here? So 3 different approaches. Kliyakar is the only one that deals with it on the Daf the Mikvos Gedolos. The others do not answer the question. And he says that this year is actually not to God, it's in honor of Moshe, because they lost the well when Miriam died, and then they received the well back in Moshe's zechut, in Moshe's honor. And therefore, they're thanking Moshe. In his honor, they have the well back. Parshat La Torah brings down a more negative reason that this is a sad topic for Moshe Rabbeinu, not going into Eretz Yisrael because of the water, not a simple topic in terms of him giving Shira, and therefore the Jews are the ones who gave the Shira in this topic. And then the Medrash says that God said, well, if Moshe is not going to be mentioned, I won't be in there either. Interesting approach. Third approach I'd like to analyze is one mentioned by the Shemin Tov. Rabbi Frand quotes this one, and it says that this is actually a very, very positive development. After 40 years in the Midbar and seeing God's glory, now on their own, Bnei Yisrael could compose their own Shira, their own praise to Hashem. And Moshe happily stood aside and watched them with nachas as they were maturing, and they were able to go ahead and give the poetry, divine praise to Hashem. And it's not simple. The Gemara in Brachos Lam Gimel Bet talks about a Talmud that was trying to give his own shevach and praise to Hashem, and the Rabbi said, "What are you doing? It's a very precise phenomenon. You can't just say whatever you feel like. It's got to be thought through properly. You have to give the right praise and not too much praise, just accurate praise, understanding you can't really properly, accurately praise Hashem. So you have to just give a little bit. So for them to go ahead and give a beautiful shevach to Hashem, it's poetic, and like all the poetry in the Torah, like Hazinu and Az Yashir, it's cryptic, it's not easy to understand, but it's a high level. But Moshe saw that, and he was very, very proud of them, and therefore Az Yashir Yisrael, Moshe proudly stood on the side and watched them. And this, of course, is the goal of every parent, every Rabbi, every teacher, to go ahead and give the child the ability to have the independence where he can go ahead and she can go ahead and be independent and mature, be independent, of course, not just financially, psychologically, philosophically, spiritually, but his own special growth. There's a very sad term in Israel called Tipesh Esrei. It refers to the adolescent years as Tipesh, meaning foolish, stupid, Esrei during the teenage years, which of course is a horrible term. Sometimes what that refers to is when a child, adolescent years, is breaking away from his parents and just does crazy things. He dresses weird, looks different than others, acts different in a crazy kind of way. He's asserting his independence, but in a very irrational way. But we, of course, don't appreciate that. What we do, that has to be dealt with when it happens. But what we do hope for is, yes, a child does assert his independence, but what that means is he takes the Masorah and all the years that were given to him from his Rabbi, from his Moras, from his teachers, from his parents, and then he takes all those abilities that were given to him, that Hashem gave him, and he takes his understanding of the Masorah, and he goes in his own special manner, whether it's the area of Chesed and Torah and Chachma and Tzedakah, whatever specialties he's going to go ahead and create, and he creates his own unique Shira. And that, of course, is the ultimate nachas for the parent, for the teachers, for the rabbis. Mitzvah Hashem, we should all be blessed with students, with children, to take all the gifts from the Masorah, from the parents, from the teachers, from everyone, and they go ahead and turn, and when they become more independent in a healthy manner, and create their own beautiful Shira, like Bnei Yisrael did in this Parsha, when they sang Az Yashir Yisrael Shalom.